Welcome to the Exam Room Podcast, brought to you by the Physicians Committee. Hi, I'm the weight loss champion, Chuck Carroll. Thank you so very much for watching and downloading in more than 150 countries around the world and making the Exam Room one of the most consumed nutrition podcasts anywhere on the planet today. On this day, we are talking about aging habits and your skin. Are you doing things that are accelerating your years here? Are you doing things that are bringing wrinkles to your face? Well, here with us today is a doctor who knows all about such bad habits and good habits to keep you looking fresh. She is the South African sensation without a taste in fashion, Dr. Roxie Becker. Thanks for being here.
What am I supposed to say to that?
Thanks for having me on your show. No, I'm kidding.
Thanks for having me on your show, Chuck.
I know,
I don't know if you all can see his T-shirt, but we're having a bit of a debate over whether this is fashionable or if it looks like he fished it out of some thrift shop box in the corner that no one wanted. So
first of all,
maybe let us know if you like the gray burlap sack T-shirt or...
It's not a T-shirt, okay? This is a shirt. It is
wife
a nice
beater, vest?
professional shirt with sleeves,
Oh.
and that's not an appropriate term, okay? So it's got sleeves, and it's nice, and you've got to apologize to my wife because she's the one that picked it out.
Oh. Okay, it's beautiful.
So this whole conference, you've been thinking that you're like ragging on me. You're actually insulting my wife, Roxie.
I apologize.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We'll be talking more about that off camera later on today. But seriously, we are at the International Conference on Nutrition and Medicine, and you are presenting this year on aging habits and the skin, or the habits that age us. So, I remember speaking with somebody else, Dr. Jessica Krant, as a matter of fact. And so I feel like there's still some gaps that need to be filled in terms of what we know. She talked a lot about like some supplements and things like that. But like, what are the things that really the ordinary person is doing that they probably are completely oblivious to the fact that, hey, you don't want wrinkles, but you're going to get them?
So the two biggest things that age us faster, especially our face, number one, the sun. Number two, smoking. No surprises there. Mm-hmm. We also need to talk about the role of exercise and alcohol. And I don't know, the research on alcohol is not that clear. Maybe beneficial, maybe harmful.
For aging?
Yeah.
I would think that it would age you, man. I'm not saying it's going to age you like smoking cigarettes, but I would think that it might not have the youthful effect that you were hoping.
Yeah, well, for the red wine drinkers out there, there may be some hope.
Oh, really now? All right.
Not saying it's good for everything else, but when it comes to aging of the skin, there may be some hope.
Interesting.
So the research is a bit mixed on alcohol. Some research shows that it causes an acceleration of aging in the face, especially in women, which is interesting. Not sure why. But there was a study done in Twinsburg, Ohio, at the Twins Day Festival, and this is a real festival in a real place, Twinsburg, Twins Day, and they looked at pairs of twins who, identical genetics, different habits. And they actually found that those who drank more seemed to have more youthful skin. But you know what's around 45 minutes away from Twinsburg is the Pinot Belt of Ohio.
There's a Pinot Belt in Ohio?
There is.
Wow, I thought that was like I really thought that was like a beer state. Okay.
Well, there is a Pinot Belt.
Okay.
And in red wine, we have resveratrol, which is an antioxidant. And it's hypothesized that drinking red wine may slow down aging of the skin because of this specific compound. Now, we know that there is no safe limit of alcohol, so I'm not saying go and drink your red wine. And we can, of course, skip the middle step and go directly to the source, which is red grapes.
Now, here's the question, whether we're talking about health or aging here. How many red grapes does it take, or how many red grapes would one have to eat to get the same effect as drinking that glass of red wine?
That's a great question.
I know.
And I should know this because Cape Town is one of the wine capitals in the world, or Stellenbosch, close to Cape Town, where I'm from. But I'm actually not sure about that.
That's all right. We'll look it up. We'll put it in the show notes. I've just always kind of wondered that because you got to figure, I mean, it's clearly more than one grape.
It's a lot of grapes.
Yeah, it is in fact a lot of grapes. All right.
You'll have a grape time eating them, though.
The queen of the puns.
She's ready to be a dad, yo. With the dad jokes? No. Okay.
Crickets?
It's fine. Chuck's done a lot of, how many have you done?
Well, this is number 9 in 24 hours, yeah.
It's fine. So if he doesn't laugh at the jokes, doesn't mean I'm not funny. It just means he's tired.
Whenever you're on this show, you're worse than Bolsowitz, man. And you just bring out the 2-year-old in me. And it's so hard to be professional. I'm trying so hard to give you guys the health information that you want. You make it really hard on me, though. All right. So anyway.
It's fine. We're going to cover a lot of good content in this episode.
All right.
As well.
So the resveratrol, I'm assuming?
Yes.
That's the one of the same stuff that has the healthy heart effects. I wonder, like, in all seriousness, also, if it's because people who are imbibing in wine, a lot of times they're doing it, just for a little bit of fun, a little bit of giggles, maybe a little bit less stress. I would imagine stress is something that could age you, make you look a little bit older.
Yeah. For sure. It definitely could. And what we also have to think about is when you drink wine, if we're thinking about aging, it also impacts your other habits, right?
Yeah.
If you go out and binge drink one night, are you craving a salad at midnight, or are you going to the McDonald's drive-through for ultra-processed, high-sugar, high-fat foods, which can age your skin? Alcohol also dehydrates you, so your skin will be dehydrated.
On who you're asking, though. I mean, like, am I going to midnight McDonald's? No,
But I mean, that's the stereotype, right? It's college kids. You go out, you drink, and then you go to a drive-through at midnight.
Right.
So then you eat more unhealthy food, you're dehydrated. Everyone thinks that because alcohol is a depressant, you're going to fall asleep much easier, have deeper sleep, but that's actually not true. While it is a depressant, it does reduce the quality of our sleep, and sleep also impacts our aging. And so even if there isn't a direct effect of alcohol, which I think there is, we just need more research on it, it definitely can impact other health behaviors that will accelerate aging.
All right, so we've got sun exposure.
We haven't spoken about that yet.
Yeah, but I'm just going down the list. Sun exposure, smoking, alcohol,
sleep, and exercise.
All right, let's go to exercise here. Most of the times, if somebody's going to go for a run, that's going to be outdoors, but that's going to be in the sun. So is that just like a push there? What is the effect of exercise on our looks?
Okay, so if you are exercising outside, please do use sunscreen and protective clothing. Otherwise, you may be undoing the benefits. But there was actually a really interesting clinical trial that took women and randomized them either to do resistance training with weights or to do cardiovascular training on bicycles. And at the end of the study, both groups had improved skin elasticity, and there was actually no significant difference between the two groups. However, they also measured the circulating levels of inflammatory markers in the blood. So when we exercise, remember, we're breaking down our muscles. We're causing these micro tears in our muscles. So there is some acute inflammation because our muscles need to repair themselves. But overall, when you exercise regularly, consistently over a long period of time, the overall effects are very much anti-inflammatory. And so when they measured inflammatory markers in the blood, they actually saw that both types of exercise reduced it, but resistance training was actually more beneficial. So this study was only done over a couple of weeks. However, if it extended over a couple of years, I think it would be logical to conclude that resistance training might be even better.
I'd be curious to see if that was extended. There's been a lot of positive research on resistance training, it seems, of late, the last few years.
And we spoke about longevity, VO2 max, muscle mass, how important that is for healthy aging.
Yeah.
Seems like it's beneficial for your skin as well.
It's all got to factor in there somewhere. All right. Sun.
And that's, of course, whole body training. Yeah. But I don't know if you're on social media, you may have seen the rise of gua shas and face massage and face exercises. Have you seen that?
No. I don't even know what a gua sha is, to be honest. What is a gua sha?
It is, I don't know what it's made of. Some of them are made of like jade.
Is it
Some of them are plastic, glass. It's a small flat disc that you use to massage your skin. And it's apparently supposed to reduce wrinkles and improve lymphatic drainage. And there is actually some research to suggest that it may be beneficial. However, this is largely based on case reports. It's not the strongest level of evidence, but the risk is pretty low. So if you're thinking of adding something else to your morning routine, some face gym may just help to delay the wrinkles. However,
However,
what some people may not have seen because those episodes were not published, I don't know if you remember. So I decided to try gua sha, and you need a lot of cream on your face to help lubricate the gua sha. Otherwise, it can drag along your skin. And I tried to do this before one of those days when we were doing a marathon taping of a couple of episodes. And I think you remember, and our producer remembers, I had these large abrasions all the way down my neck because I didn't have moisturizer on. And so I just scraped my skin, had big bruises. For some reason, those episodes did not record with sound. I don't know who to thank.
you're lucky. You're welcome.
So if you do it, please use moisturizer or oil to lubricate it. But there is some emerging evidence that it may be beneficial.
Interesting. Does it have to be the jade kind or any kind? Could you use your knuckle? Could you use a quarter?
You absolutely can use your hands. Just use your knuckles and drag your fingers like that and up through your forehead and across and down. Easy peasy.
I'm not going to lie to you. That seems
I don't know if I'm 100% convinced on it. I haven't noticed any effects yet, and I've been doing it. But
yeah,
again, the risk is minimal, so someone could incorporate that into their
if nothing
habits.
else, it's a nice face massage
After a stressful day.
Yes, exactly. All right. So sun exposure, like jokingly, my wife is like, when I go outside during the summer, I just immediately burst into flames. I mean, that's just, how it is.
Yep, you're pasty.
Very much so. And you're one to talk, but I like you.
I'm also pasty.
I know.
We're pretty much the same.
Oh, I might have you beat on the play scale.
Oh,
Yeah,
you are.
Oh, I got you beat.
You got to drink some more carrot juice.
I don't like carrot juice. Give me something else. It just does not taste good. I like carrots.
Mix it with orange juice. It tastes a lot better.
Orange carrot juice? That's a lot of orange. I can get on board with that.
And there is actually science behind that.
Talk to me.
So my mom always says it's called tanning from the inside out. I have to give her a shout out. She's been saying that for years.
Hi, Dr. Becker's mom.
But actually, so there was a randomized crossover trial. So crossover means both groups get both interventions.
Right.
And they were either allocated to have fruits and vegetables that were high in carotenoids. So we're talking about bell peppers, sweet potatoes, carrots, all of those brightly colored, bright orange vegetables and fruits, or to have low carotenoid fruits and vegetables. So eggplants, mushrooms, things that are still really good for you, really healthy, but not high in carotenoids.
Yeah.
Same amount of fruit and veg every day. But when they had the high carotenoid fruits and vegetables, they actually measured the color of their skin and how yellow it was. And it increased over just 4 weeks. And so, again, you're not going to look jaundiced. You're not going to turn into an orange man, but it can help to give you a bit more of a glow. And for people like us that look like vampires at a sunscreen convention, we could really use all the help we can get because we don't want to be tanning in the sun. No. But that can give you a youthful, healthy glow.
Are you like me, though? It's like you go from white to red and then back to white. There's just no tan.
There's no real tan in between.
Yeah.
I'm a step ahead of you. I can go a little tan.
Can you?
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm a little bit jealous. A step jealous.
It's that Irish blood in you.
Boy, I know. Mm-hmm. I know that there are some other people in this room who might be recording who can commiserate as well.
Yep.
How much sun is like, I mean, so like how quickly does that accelerate the aging of the skin? Because I think like if I were to, say go for that lobster look for an entire summer, I think by the end of the summer, I'd probably look about 5, 6, 7 years older than I actually am.
Yeah, you probably would look a little bit older.
Yeah.
But really it's cumulative damage over many years and decades when we start to see the effects. And that's both in wrinkles and in pigmented spots.
Right.
Yeah.
So extreme example, but have you seen the movie There's Something About Mary? They've got that like old Florida woman who is just as like leathered skin as it possibly gets. And she just walks around.
Do you say Florida woman?
Florida woman.
I think everyone from Florida gets way more sun than they need.
And look, I love Florida. It's one of our biggest states in terms of listenership. I absolutely love Florida and someday would like to try to live there again. But I think that the cumulative effect is real. I mean, this poor woman looked like the Marlboro Man kind of skin, if you remember him from back in the day.
Yeah.
But interestingly, though, we haven't talked about nutrition, though, Dr. Becker. Is that
No,
not
we
it all in
haven't.
your presentation? What's the deal here?
So for ICNM, Jessica Krant is covering nutrition and I'm covering the other lifestyle
Yeah,
factors. Not to
okay.
say that nutrition isn't important.
Right.
And it seems to be very important, especially when we're talking about photoaging, so aging from the sun. So there are different ways by which the sun can cause aging. One of them is that when we get that radiation on our skin, it causes the production of these free radicals or reactive oxygen species. These are highly reactive molecules. I'm sure you've spoken about it so much on the show, or not?
700 episodes, yeah. we've
Yeah,
probably
you have.
covered it,
Okay.
yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
So there are these crazy unstable molecules that are missing an electron. So they go around our body causing havoc as they're trying to pair up that final electron of theirs. And the reason why this is so important is because that then can damage our DNA, these free radical molecules. And when that happens, we see one of two things happening. So it impairs our cell cycle. Our cell cannot multiply normally. So either our cells in our skin then multiply too much and cause flaky skin, skin cancer, growths on the face, or the opposite happens where the cell stops multiplying, but it also doesn't exactly die off. So it's not functioning normally, but it doesn't die off. It's something we call cellular senescence. And when those cells stick around, they just cause chronic inflammation in our skin. Another issue with UV radiation and these free radicals is that it downgrades our collagen production and it increases collagen degradation. So collagen is really important for maintaining our skin structure, and elastin is really important for maintaining our elasticity.
Right.
So if we pull our skin, it should bounce back to where it is. Theoretically. But with radiation, it actually causes the production of abnormal elastin. So it doesn't function normally. And so then your skin is like an overstretched rubber band where you stretch it, doesn't quite go back, and we start to develop wrinkles. Unfortunately.
That's so sad.
I know. So the sun is not your friend. And I also feel like I need to say that being indoors is not enough.
It's not
protective enough. Exactly.
What?
So there are two types of radiation. Well, three types technically, but when it comes to skin aging, you have UVB rays. I like to remember it B for burns.
All right.
So it affects our top layer of our skin, our epidermis, causes sunburn and cancer. UVA for aging goes deeper. It penetrates deeper into the sun, into our skin. And while UVB, it gets reflected off of glass, it doesn't penetrate through. UVA gets right through the glass into your skin.
Dagger.
And so there was actually a study done looking at asymmetrical aging on the same person. And so these were people who had a job where one side of their face was exposed to the sun and the other side was not. So these were people like lorry drivers, which you call semi-trucks.
Trucks? Yeah,
Semi-trucks.
I don't know Lori Driver. I'm sure she's lovely, though.
When I spoke about this before to a couple of our other staff, everyone was Googling what a lorry is. I didn't realize it wasn't a term you use here in America. Truck drivers.
Truck drivers.
So truck drivers, sales reps who drive a lot in the cars, teachers who taught every day in the same classroom, so they're getting the sun from the same angle every day.
Interesting.
And when you compare the two different sides of their faces, the one can look up to about 10 years older with many, many more wrinkles on the side of the face that was exposed to the sun.
Wow.
So you need to wear sunscreen when you're indoors as well, if you're by a window or on road trips.
That's a whole thing. I mean, like, yeah, man, I don't know, like, I don't know if I could get into a beauty routine where I got to put on sunscreen like every day.
You know what? You just have to do it when you brush your teeth in the morning. I mean, technically, if you want the best results, you should be reapplying it every 2 hours or so. But even if you just put it on once when you brush your teeth every morning, just daily application has been shown to slow aging.
I'm all about being healthy. I just think that's a big ask for a man to like, hey, put on sunscreen every day, sir. What? I don't know.
Okay, well, if you're not convinced about the sunscreen,
no, I am.
I mean, convinced about incorporating it into your routine. Hopefully, we'll get you there.
I don't know that guys actually have routine. Most of us, no.
I feel like you all do.
What,
at least on Instagram, it seems like. then not that Instagram is.
Your algorithm is funny, man. Then it's misleading. I'm telling you, the majority of the male population has no beauty routine. I'm telling you this right now.
Men, please wear sunscreen.
Thank you.
Message from me.
Thank you.
But if you're not convinced about the sunscreen, I can give you something else.
All right, well,
Nutrition.
Okay, yeah.
Let's move on to nutrition because I feel like you can eat more fruits and vegetables more than you'll wear sunscreen.
So I once, when I did live in Florida the one time, which I have not talked about on the show, but I was dating a woman who told me, Chuck, you don't have to wear sunscreen, just eat a lot of green vegetables. I got a sunburn.
Oh.
We're no longer together. Perhaps she overstated the research. I don't know. Is there any truth to that whatsoever? Or did I make the right decision when I hit the eject button?
I'm not going to comment on that specifically, but I can tell you about.
Oh, just tell me about the great things and I'll make up my own mind.
Okay. So, I told you about those free radicals.
Yes.
And how that damages the skin.
Yes.
So when we consume fruits and vegetables that are high in antioxidants, we actually see that our blood levels of antioxidants increase and they can be protective in the skin because they are able to neutralize those free radicals before they inflict damage on our skin cells. And so researchers have actually exposed people to radiation and measured the levels of carotenoids in their skin. You see, within about 10 minutes of being exposed to radiation, the levels of carotenoids drops. Continues to drop for up to about 3 hours and takes about 3 days to get back to baseline.
Oh, snap. Even if you're pounding carrots and stuff like that?
So this study didn't look at dietary intake, but I think it makes a good argument that especially if you're spending a lot of time in the sun or you're going to be out in the peak sun time to drink carrot juice and try and boost those levels back up. But it's pretty scary. As soon as you're exposed, because obviously they're being used up as they neutralize these free radicals from the radiation.
That's crazy that it gets so depleted so quickly.
So quickly.
Wow.
It's very, very interesting.
All right, drink your carrot
and
juice,
you're
everybody.
tanning from the inside as well.
Yeah, Doc Rox's mom has spoken.
Yep.
Yeah. What are the other things we should be eating? So, more nutrition stuff.
Just lots of fruits and vegetables. We know that, of course. We have also, and you've spoken so much about this with Dr. Kaliova, but advanced glycation end products, these AGEs. And so those are formed when you eat lots of highly processed, refined grains, meat, all of those foods, and that can also accelerate aging. So we also want to limit a lot of ultra-processed foods. And I know we're having lots of talks about ultra-processed foods here at ICNM this year, because just because it's ultra-processed doesn't mean it's unhealthy. But when I'm saying ultra-processed foods, I'm meaning the donuts and the cakes and, all of those sugary, oily foods. So minimize those, minimize the meat, maximize whole foods.
Here's another thing that I was told, nutritionally speaking, and the risk of sunburn. If you eat a lot of those high-fat foods with a lot of oil, with a lot of grease, your skin will actually excrete the grease and fry you, essentially. You will get an even worse sunburn because you're oozing the oil.
So you don't need tanning oil then because your body just oozes its own tanning oil?
Oh, well, I'm never trying to produce tanning oil.
I don't know if I believe that. I'd have to look into that, but...
shoot, I don't know. I'm just telling you, if I was told that, then there is that...
It's a bit of a scare tactic.
Out there. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yet we always stopped at, Wendy's or McDonald's on the way to the beach growing up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I got so red. I don't know.
From your inner tanning oil from Wendy's coming out of your skin. Oh gosh, I don't know if that is true, man. But that's you should be avoiding that food anyway.
It seemed like a stress, but do you actually excrete oil out of your skin if you eat a whole lot of that fatty stuff?
Your skin produces sebum, which is the natural oils.
Right.
Whether or not eating a McDonald's or Wendy's burger increases your sebum production, I'm not sure.
Gotcha. All right. Fill us in. What other gaps are we leaving out there?
All right. We also have to talk about smoking.
Yes.
Yes.
Smoking rates, I believe, are at their lowest that they've been almost since on record. But there's also the rise in vaping.
Vaping
Yeah.
is on the rise.
Have they looked at vaping habits and aging of the skin?
They haven't yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen any research on vaping specifically. However, we know that vaping and smoking are similar in the effects that they have on the body in terms of producing free radicals, in terms of the effect on endothelial function. So that's another thing that impacts our skin is if you're smoking, your blood vessels constrict. They're not as elastic as they should be. They don't vasodilate as well as they should be. And so by smoking, you could impair nutrient delivery to your skin of these beautiful carotenoids and oxygen, everything we've been speaking about. And so vaping and smoking are very similar. While we only have studies on smoking, I would think that vaping would have a very similar effect based on what we know mechanistically from it.
So let me make sure that I'm understanding this. It's actually like smoking somehow blocks the nutrient delivery of the things that, give you that youthful.
Because it reduces blood flow.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, as one thing. And then smoking as well, it also causes collagen degradation and impairs collagen production
Gotcha.
in your skin.
Is that due to the toxins or the smoke, or like are there actual toxins that also, though, in conjunction with what it is that you're talking about, will accelerate the aging process?
It's mainly a result of the free radicals that are formed
Gotcha.
when you smoke.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And there's a very particular pattern that you see in people who smoke. Deep horizontal lines, deep vertical lip lines. Although I think that we're going to see a lot of millennials and Gen Zers get these vertical lip lines from our emotional support cups because we're kind of
emotional. Y'all love your Stanleys.
We're sipping on these like people smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, man.
And you get these deep nasolabial folds, which are called marionette lines. And I actually just found out today that they're called marionette lines after marionettes, the little puppets on the strings, because they used to be painted with these deep lines in their face.
Yes.
So
that's neat.
It's pretty cool. Fun fact for you.
Really?
Maybe we will include that in trivia next year.
Maybe. Smashing success last night, by the way. I hope that we get to release
fun.
that. Yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
All right. I'll see if I can push that through.
I think the best comment from last night was when we had that case study of the gym bro who went on the carnivore diet and got a vitamin C deficiency. Chad, he had to be called Chad. And we asked the audience what the diagnosis was, and someone put in toxic masculinity. What were the other ones?
That was so good.
What were the other ones?
Zinc.
Just
like one word, which was a recurring bit throughout the whole show.
Someone said
bro science.
Dumb as a rock or something?
Yeah, dumb as a rock, yeah.
Oh, we had a question about the appeal to nature fallacy.
Yeah.
Someone said flat earthers. And there was, you can't trust scientists. That was a whole lot of fun.
Total side note. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard so many laughs at a medical conference before, so we must have done something right with that.
Anybody who's ever done large-scale trivia like that. I will tell you this, what I learned last night was that Dr. Christy Funk does not play when she's playing.
She is competitive.
She is
There was a whole other side of her that came out as soon as she stepped on that stage.
Did you see like the daggers she was staring at sweet Gemma Newman and Lily Correa?
Did you see Gemma Newman throwing those daggers right back at her?
Yeah. Well,
there was some fierce competition there.
And then Gemma was like, I'm going to one-up you because not only am I going to write my answer on the whiteboard, I'm going to do a doodle.
Yeah.
Who knew? Dr. Newman's got
She's an artist.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
It definitely was that. So we're going to release that in the future for sure.
Oh, I hope we do.
It was so much fun. And
I really hope we do.
We really need to do that again. Maybe that should just be a recurring exam room bit.
Yeah.
We
will have to chat to Dr. Barnard.
It'd be wonderful to do it in person like this, but I think that even remotely, we can probably have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do a trivia night for the exam roomies.
Why not?
A live trivia with the roomies.
We could do like pub trivia, except the only thing on tap is kombucha. That could be kind of fun. I mean, that's kind of hippie, kind of woo-woo, even a little bit stupid. But why not? I mean, that's just kind of what the show is, isn't it?
Who had to describe kombucha last night? Anyway, watch the episode. I think it was Ted Bonnet.
Yep.
Christy was anyway. Yeah. It was a great episode. I hope we release it.
Good times.
Yeah,
I think we will. All right. Final thoughts on skin health here or aging habits.
Final thoughts are on sleep. We haven't spoken about sleep briefly.
What's the deal with sleep? That seems to be seriously getting serious.
Seriously getting serious.
Seriously getting serious.
Seriously.
That has come up in about half of my conversations and we have covered a lot of different topics here. But sleep always happens to lowers your risk of cancer, lowers your risk of this, lowers your risk of that, and apparently keeps you looking young too.
Yeah.
What is it with sleep?
I really think that sleep is underrated. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's this hustle bustle, boss babe, boss man culture that we have where, I mean, when I was in medical school, how good of a student you were was basically based on how few hours of sleep you got, you know? And if you got to an exam, it was always a competition. Oh, you got 4 hours last night? Oh, I only got 3 hours. And it became this competition of who was suffering the most, who was getting the least sleep. And it almost seems like you're a hero if you're sacrificing your sleep. But as you've heard, it's important for overall health. And when it comes to your skin, when you sleep, that's when we have the highest rates of repair, the highest rates of collagen production, which we've said is so important. You lose it as you age. That's why you lose your skin structure. The highest rates of DNA repair, the highest rates of cell turnover, producing new cells to replace the old ones. And so sleep is absolutely vital for good-looking skin or youthful skin. And it doesn't take weeks, months of skin deprivation. There was a study done on Korean women, and these poor women, they let them sleep a wonderful 8 hours a night. And then they said, now we're going to restrict you to 4 hours a night. And yeah, I don't do well on little sleep, I'll have you know. But anyway, these women were sleep restricted. After just one night of sleeping for 4 hours, they had reduced elasticity of their skin, reduced hydration, and their wrinkles were more prominent from an objective scoring system that they used.
Wow.
Just one night and your wrinkles are more prominent. So it's not just called beauty sleep for no reason, but it really can help us look more youthful.
Can you reverse that damage, or like once the wrinkles set in?
I mean, wrinkles take a long time to develop.
Right.
Right. So one night of sleep is not suddenly going to turn you into this wrinkled face. But if you're doing that consistently, that is all going to add up.
Right on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Very.
So overall, get enough good quality sleep.
8 hours?
8 hours, 7 to 8 hours.
7, 8.
7 to 8 hours of sleep. Exercise regularly.
Get it.
Eat lots of whole foods, very specifically high carotenoid fruits and vegetables, lots of orange fruits and vegetables.
Sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes.
So good.
Also part of the Okinawan diet.
Yeah,
66% of their calories came from sweet potatoes.
They got good taste.
Crazy. Well, yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, man. Bring it. All right. So good eats, good sleep.
Move, exercise, regular exercise. Don't smoke. Limit alcohol. Potentially a little bit of red wine, but again, there's no safe level of consumption.
You get the same benefit by eating grapes.
By just going to the source and eating the grapes. Yeah. And I mean, the good news is what's good for your skin is good for the rest of your body.
Right.
It's not like this is one very specific healthy skin lifestyle prescription. No, what's good for your skin is good for diabetes, preventing heart disease, longevity, all of these. So,
doctor's opinion, is there a way to shortcut this with all of the super expensive elixirs and creams and things like that, this billion-dollar beauty industry that is out there?
they definitely do play a role.
Do they?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I'm not going to be completely anti beauty treatments.
Okay.
I think if someone does want to use products, some of the most important things are a good moisturizer. Research has actually shown that while drinking water can improve your skin hydration, and I mean, skin hydration is important because if you lack hydration, you're going to see wrinkles more. It's like thinking about a plump grape versus a raisin or shriveled up.
Yeah.
And so you want to have hydrated skin. Water may play a role, but we see the biggest benefit when someone is drinking no to very little water to drinking, say, a Stanley Cup a day. But if someone is already drinking a lot of water, adding more is not really going to help the skin much. So a good moisturizer is important for locking in that moisture, retaining skin hydration. And the other thing I would say is topical retinoids. And you can get those from the pharmacy or from, any drugstore, beauty store, or you can get prescription ones. But if you're looking at a prescription one, I'd probably want to chat to a dermatologist
for
first.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, you never trust those right off the street. You never know. It could be a bad batch of retinoids.
But again, even if you are doing that, or if you are someone who chooses to go the Botox, fillers, surgical route, again, these lifestyle habits can still help you a lot as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think that, if you would implement the lifestyle habits, then you would probably need less Botox.
Probably.
And, yeah. Insurance really doesn't cover Botox. I've seen some of the...
No, I'm not saying it does. I'm saying should it? I don't know. Let's not get into this discussion.
Reasons. Maybe to treat other things, but not the wrinkles on your face, man. I
do think there's something very, very beautiful about aging naturally. Nothing against Botox and interventions, but I think there is something really beautiful about seeing someone age naturally, seeing their wrinkles. I think it's something beautiful.
I don't think
it's something that we should be scared of.
No.
I think a lot of people are scared of their skin aging. And we're setting this new standard where, if you're 30, 40, you still need to have the skin of a 20-year-old. And I just think that takes away from the beauty of life and experiences and growing old. So
suffice to say, you're not going to go the facelift. The
facelift?
Yeah.
I mean, chat to me at 60, 70. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Could be. Who knows? Yeah.
At the moment, I'm happy for my little wrinkles that are starting to show.
You don't have many wrinkles?
They're my smile lines.
That's it. You with your
They show that you've laughed a lot, that you've smiled a lot.
Or in this case, you've cried a lot. Thanks for coming on the show.
All right.
Dr. Roxie Becker. I can't talk. 9 episodes. I'm so sorry.
Dr. Roxie Becker.
Roxie Becker.
Is that? Yeah. It's gone from Doc Rocks to Dr. Rocky.
Dr. Rocky.
Dr. Rocky. Hey, what's the Rocky song? Can we play that as we end the podcast episode? What's the Rocky song?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Our producer's
don't have the rights.
No, just end the show.
Yeah.
You guys are
producer's
so
like, please stop.
Dr. Becker, thank you.